Hello everyone, welcome back. This episode here is again I'm showing this particular short episode is I guess about lines, channels, and some other um, indicators that you can use to make a trade on whatever exchange you're trading at. And so the unique thing about Bitcoin is that it has multiple markets in multiple parts of the world that they literally trade at different different rates for various reasons. But anyways, uh, y now you could I just trade at Mt. Gox again, not any particular reason other than their index is the highest. Um, so that's where I trade. That's where that's where the numbers are higher, so that's where I go. So anyways, one I already discussed lines, you know, supports, areas of supports and resistance and everything, channels and stuff like that. So another indicator that I used, and I'm going to share with everyone here, is using weighted averages, which unfortunately uh, Bitcoin Wisdom does kind of not. You can't really change the average, those little two lines, and so this is where another chart comes in handy. There you go. This is a Bitcoin charts, and it doesn't move, so it's I believe I would say static. Like it just shows this. It doesn't move, doesn't do anything. And one of the things that I like to do is I like to use the weighted averages here. The default 10, 25, and sometimes if you pay attention, you can see a move possibly to the upside. And so this is so. Let me see. Let's go to a 2-day. I'm going to 2-day, and automatically does 15 minutes. And what I'm looking at is right about here, where you might see these two lines cross. Okay, now obviously they've crossed, but if I go to the other indices, I like to see which indices cross first before it happened. So of course this has already happened, so I can kind of show you an example, but you can get an idea of how this might help with your trading signals. And sorry, I'm so low tech. I know, but anyways, I think it allows me to move in and kind of show different areas where I can't, maybe with a screenshot or anything. So let's look at another one here. That's okay. So that was Mt. Gox. This is BitC, okay, and they're already on a 2-day. And let me just update it. There we go. Okay, so it's updated now. So I think if I paid attention right, I think it was BitC that really moved over. So I'm looking right here. This is kind of where it turned over at that point. So right about here, unfortunately it's just a picture. I can't get any info on it. But let's look at BitC, and it's about an extra 15 minutes from the two. Let me see. About an extra 15 minutes or so. But this obviously, obviously we see it now, but if you didn't see it, if this was like this, this would you would definitely get a buy signal right here. And of course there's the up move right here. And of course Mt. Gox, again, not quite, a little bit later, slightly, maybe about 15 minutes or so. And so you can get a good idea, and you can also see this is closing in as well. So there's another way of looking at buy signals. Again, you can use, this is a 15-minute, you can use an hourly, but you can compare the three. You can see they do differ a little bit, and if you keep up to date on it, you can probably pick up little signs on which market's moving, because once one market moves, because we all look at the other markets when I'm trading anyway. See right here. See, it's all right here. There's even the new Chinese, or I don't know what that is, Chinese, I guess. But it's comparable. I mean, if you look at the difference in price in the different markets, you'll get an idea of where one might go with the other. I mean, that's what's really interesting about Bitcoin. It's just very dynamic in how you can trade this thing, and also trades 24/7. So you can actually put it this way: you can trade in your town, in your city, in your surrounding area, in your state, in your country, on your continent, and then eventually you can trade around the world. All from this lovely machine. You have become an international broker, dealer, market maker, merchant. I don't know. I mean, you can international wiring. That's why I say you have to use the current banking system if you really, really are serious about trading Bitcoin. You can go global, and why not? The world has gone global, and we're in a global economy, so we need some global medium of exchange without the hassle, of transporting whatever that material is. Like I discussed on some of my earlier episodes of, can you travel around the world with your $1 million, in your backpack or something? So do you want to do that? So that's what I'm getting at. It's the utility, the use. I don't know. I get it, and I hope for some of you who are watching, you also get it as well. So you have a better understanding of what the potential of cryptocurrency, specifically for me. I mean, it's Bitcoin, because they were the first. They're the most valuable right now as far as price. So I don't know any other cryptocurrencies around here that is 900, 800, 800. I mean, their Litecoin comes into 23, but you look at 23 to 800. So I think the world has spoken. They said they feel by default Bitcoin is by probably just default, because they were the first. Everyone's just basically a copy. So anyways, that's just the way it is. The price says what it says, so I can't argue with it. I'm just going to use it to my advantage. Anyways, let me cut out and or end this episode. Real short one. I just wanted to bring it up because this is happening right now, and I kind of wanted to share that with you. If you look at this and you compare it with some of the weighted averages, you'll notice that this comes in way later, because I think some of them came in, all three of them showed up right about here. Almost, you could almost kind of predict that it would have gone up. Plus, if you use channels, you would realize that it's coming. It's following a bottom right here. It's just bound to go up. But my personal feelings is that it'll hit up to one of these. So it's already broken through this one. It'll probably hit up to this one because there's a resistance downtrend. So it'll hit up here, and then it'll just kind of bounce back down to these two lines where they converge. And we're going to have a retest of this. So far it does seem like it's starting to go to a downtrend, which is all right, because if you're in a if you know how to trade, you realize that's the best time to buy, because like I said, if you're trading on an exchange, you'll have cash and bitcoins always on hand, because you realize at any moment. I mean, I'm in it for the bitcoins, so I got my bitcoins already invested in it. The cash part is basically when prices fall, I want to buy, because that's when they're the best time to buy, and you want to buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. That's the concept name of the game. So that's how you gain more Bitcoin or more money. Either way, you just what you're doing is you just playing the market. You're going long Bitcoin or short dollar. That's all it is. But like I said, to get into it, you have to buy into it first. So as more people get into it, they all have to buy into it. You can't borrow a Bitcoin. You can borrow, U.S. dollars and buy a Bitcoin, but you can't, if you don't have a Bitcoin at all, you can't borrow a Bitcoin. You'll have to trade it for real money. If you can, if you can swallow the risk. Business people know, entrepreneurs know, definitely gamblers would know. So, anyways, all right, tune into the next episode. Bye now.